Hello, FedEx 1654 Heavy's with you. 12-4 climbing via the zoo to flight level 2 trio.
FedEx 1654, center right.
Center, Frontier Flight 1195, 26 here, descending at 240.
Sorry, that Charles offline, who's that?
Yeah, Frontier Flight 1195, 255, descending 240.
Frontier 1195, LA Center, Roger, Quebec, Jack, cross Jack, headed maintain 10,000, sending altimeter 2999er.
2999er, Jack, Jack at 10,000.
All right, I think we're up. Hey, everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today I'm going to run a Viva Aerobus flight, Flight 671, with nonstop service from San Antonio to Monterrey in Mexico. They did this ride in 1 hour and 5 minutes. They just finished this ride in the real world in about 20 minutes ago. So we're going to see just how close we come to that. We've got runway 4 on the way out, so we have a relatively short taxi. Let's get ready to get on out of here. Let's get on APU.
Good afternoon, ATC Airlines 980, flight level 260.
Airliner Battery 08, Center Jack Junior, radar contact 20 miles southeast of Asuda and reset transponder, squawk 6746.
For you, squawk 6746, ATC Airlines 980.
Center American 2490, 1000 for 13,000.
American 2490, center Roger, climbing 230.
I maintain 230, American 2490.
Delta 884, connect approach on 124.35.
2435, Delta 884.
FedEx 1654, catch center 126.77.
All right, APU is up. Let's get on APU.
Have a good weekend.
We've got juice, and let's just say we waited a minute. Let's get on APU bleed, and let's get disconnected from the gate here. Release the ground power, get rid of the chocks.
KCD at 12000, altimeter 996, Polaris 9er.
All right, we're all disconnected from the gate. All right, let's get ready to get on out of here. Let's get that clock going. All right, packs are off. Pressure's good. Anti-collision lights coming on. We're starting to.
Strike 1222, ready to check.
Go, sec 1222.
Strike 1222, center now 126.77.
2677, FedEx 1222, get it.
American 2490, connect center 119.95.
11995, American 2490.
Civil 19, center, correct 60, cross 60, to maintain 12,000, sending altimeter 2999er.
All right, 2 is stable. That is locked. Gen 2, we've got juice. All right, isolation is closed. Right back to auto. Pressure's good. Starting 1.
FedEx 1279 is 10.6, climbing to 14,000.
Strike 1239, center Roger, climbing 230.
230, FedEx 1279.
Center Delta 2546 out of 190 for 230. Delta 2546, center climb and maintain level 250. You can expect a short delay there from crossing traffic.
Just climb to 250, and we'd like to put a request for direct link, or we're running late.
All right, 1 is stable. 1 is locked. Gen 1. Oh, we've got juice, probes, hydraulics, APU, and we've got a clean board. All right, let's get ready to pull away from here. Auto, and you are coming off. That should pop. There we go.
And
that enter Polaris 922.
Polaris 922, go ahead.
Slowly checking TC a little bit higher, somewhere around 12,500.
Polaris 922, no problem. Contact
Alright, we are looking good.
28 miles. Have a little.
Shoot,
Delta
please.
19, contact approach on 124.35. Tonight.
Okay, 124.35.
FedEx 1279, contact center 127.52.
2752, FedEx 1279. Center EPS 923 heavy is 9,500 for 14,000.
Nice clear skies.
Contact Army safe audible 230.
I don't see any clouds anywhere.
23 of it.
Alright, November 9er, November 1.
923, contact center 127.52. Good day.
12752, UPS 923.
American 1543 descending through 32 for 240.
American 1543, center descend.
Let's go.
Altimeter 2,999.
Descend via Lucky 1, except for 1.
Let me get my clock going. Let's have a quick peek. Tender notification is complete. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. Engine start select is to continuous. Auto throttle is armed. TARA auto pocket brake release 40%. We're gone. Give me 40% on the throttles.
Climb and maintain at 230 for UPS 919.
Stable. Toga.
Double 2094, contact center 126.77. Good night.
Airspeed's alive.
Thrust set. Airspeed's active.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80.
UPS 921 center, running Chris Bar, Bravo 2 miles, right, contact 330.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
UPS 919, contact center 127.52.
2752 UPS 919 per day.
That's a nice view. Flaps 1.
American 1543, contact approach on 124.35.
2435, American 433.
Flaps up.
Southwest 715.
Southwest 715, center descend via the Lucky 1 arrival, so maintain 10,000, San Diego altimeter 2,999.
Descend via the Lucky 1.
That is one great view.
Southwest 715, maintain 290 knots, or greater for spacing, disregard public speed.
Okay, 290 or better, Southwest 715.
And we are inbound La Vaca.
Good evening, Flightdeck Solutions with Seattle 11,
Flightdeck 650 up on horizon.
And we're on a 250 knot climb out.
Southwest 154, 240, 29 or greater.
Southwest 154, center descend via the Lucky 1 arrival, so maintain 2,000 and 290 knots, San Diego altimeter 2,999.
Alright, you can have it.
Lucky arrival, except maintain 12,290 southwest.
Oh, Levi, I didn't see you sneak in here, man. Oh, I flew on VATSIM a long time ago. I may pop in there every now and then.
United 2104, center enter after Laminar, descend via the Lucky 1, except maintain 2,000, San Diego altimeter 2,999.
We to Jano to.
After Lomar,
We're inbound Lavaca. Lavaca, they want us above 5. We're at 7,900 climbing, so that constraint is met. And that's basically it on the way out to Kahan.
164, fly heading of 170, short vectors for spacing. You can expect correct to Mexico and set up pilot discretion, maintain 12000.
Alright, this is maintain 12000, left straight heading 70, southwest up.
That was a nice looping right turn on the way out. Give you a good view out that right window. I'm going to check that out later on the big screen. We're coming up on 10. Pressure's coming up nicely. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking pretty good. Hydraulic pressure and quantity is fine. Beautiful ride. So in the real world, Viva Aerobus, although they don't run 737s, did this ride in an hour and 5 minutes. We'll see how close we come to that. And what do we have left here? We have 280 miles to go, with 55 miles would be at cruise. And basically straight out, we got a 10 knot crosswind. We're pretty mellow here. We're going to let them run around. Gainesville, Florida. What do they have out of there? I'll take a look. What's the ICAO out of there in Gainesville? I'm usually out of West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Fort Myers, you know, Tampa, that kind of thing, Orlando. I don't think I've ever been out of Gainesville. Got to take a look and see what the ICAO is. Look it up and see if there are any 737 rides out of there. If there are, we'll grab one and do one.
Southwest 1293, so coming up 15,000, level 230. Southwest 1293, center ready. Southwest 1154, clear direct to Trixie, cross Trixie, enemy maintain 1.
A little bit of haze out there, but not much cloud cover. Maybe a little bit wee out in the distance.
51 feet southwest, 1154.
Other than that, nothing but haze. Pretty cool view.
Southwest S15, kind of approach on 124.35. Keep your speed up. 124.35.
Yeah, I wonder. Let's take a look at that. Since we're on there, let me have you.
Southwest 154, thanks for your help. Kind of approach on 1.
Let's bring up FlightAware.
5 minutes.
Southwest 1293, contact center 126.77. 2677, Southwest 1293, we'll see.
And we're looking at KGNV.
Falcon 200 Yankee, maintain 2609.
That's Gainesville. What do we have out of Gainesville? Anything? Some Cessnas. 712. 145s. What else they have there? Take a look at that flight. Hour 15 to Atlanta. I mean, they don't run 737s out of Gainesville, though. And let's get on standard pressure, cross-check that. Yeah, we'll take a look. They got a couple of jets that are out of there. Dallas Delta. So not 737s, but where'd my transmissions go here? Let's see if we can pick them up.
Raider 10, the Imperial Center 297.
There we go. Alright, we're coming up on Tijano. We should have 13 on the fuel. We're still 8 miles out though. We're 13.1. We'll have 10.4 when we get in on the back end. We've got another 27 miles top of climb. 245 to go just about. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature quantities looking pretty good. Pressure's good. Temperature back there is fine. And our hydraulics are fine. Beautiful ride. And that's going to be 6. So TP to Con, and then Con puts us at the end of the SID out of San Antonio. And my transmissions are going again. I'd shut you down completely, Louis. Oh, what's going on with ATC Chatter? And that should be on. Kick the volume up a little bit. Maybe it's too low. And there's over 10,000 files in here to play. Not getting anything. Alright, let's try this. Oh, here we go. Well, that took long enough.
Turn to the north in a few minutes. We need to get you a little bit higher first.
Change my settings here. That's correct. That's correct.
50 miles, 10 miles per diameter, something else from the DVA.
Thanks, we should top it for Carrera 30 zone.
Let's change that down some.
Yummy, good afternoon, compound 265, descending to flight level 300. We'll do 65 for the Roger.
And the rest of that looks pretty good.
You need to cross 86, flight level 300. Affirmative.
I don't know why it stops playing all of a sudden. It's not the first time it's done it.
Health Center, JetBlue 2064, 2020, climbing 370, currently on heading 040. Blue 2064, to the Roger, put our 34. 34.
Really, I'd take a look at Flightaware. Flightaware has all the rides out of there. But that wouldn't surprise me. They're down here, Sun Country. But if they got another jet that runs out of there, even if it's the little smaller ones, I could grab that ride and do that one as well.
So flight 2202, confirm maintain almost 240.
So we're coming up on Catula, Texas, for those that may know the area. What are we cruising? We're cruising at 30. Yeah, we're going to be coming up on cruise here. There you go. That sound means we're coming up on cruise. And TP should be coming into range now.
168 Charlie Golf, clinic via Victor, India, Yankee, Alpha, Papa, VIYAP, and then direct to Charlie.
So we're about 40 miles out of the SID. We'll be done with that, well on our way into Mexico. Alright, that puts us at cruise. That's 17 minutes since we left the gate, 13 minutes since we entered the runway. We've got 90 miles atop of descent, 219 miles left to go. Relatively short hop. You know what? Let me write that down. KGNV, right? Gainesville. I don't write it down, I'll forget. Oh, hey, AJ, how's it going?
Denver 15 Charlie, after Carter, clinic Marcy, MARCY, then direct red.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Alright, after
Not bad. You get to listen to a little bit of background chatter, listen to, get a nice view out the window, and make money at the same time. That's pretty cool. I wish I could have done that when I was working. And let's see, when do we get on that chart in the back end? Let's bring that up here. That's what, MMMY? And we had what? Noddle 1 Bravo. Okay. Noddle, they want us at a max of 280, max 280, max 280, max 250, 230, 230, 210. Okay. So we'll do a nice 250 knot descent. Where'd my transmissions go again here? I think I might have to write Mark, let him know ATC Chatter is acting up. Let's move you over. Oh, there you go. Now they just popped up again. All right, that's TP 12-3, 12-3, 10-3 when we get in. 200 miles left to go. Just about 70 miles top of descent now. And we're at 187. And another 27 miles will be at the end of the SID here. All right, let's move on to Noddle. Noddle, they want us 280 or below, above 18. That's in, that's looking good. Vetnu, max of 280 at 16. And that is in. Descent, yeah, we're going to do a 250 knot descent. That's looking pretty good. All right. Napno. Napno, max 280. My 489, max 250 above 15. That's looking good. Agamum, 230, 11.3. 230, 11, oh, I'm 11.5, I'm sorry, 11.5, yes, that's good, or above. Catpo is going to be 230 or below, 9,500 or above, okay. 401, 210 above 75, that's in. Clover is a max of 190 and above 6, that's looking good. Then we're into Okoto. Okoto is 180 or below and 4,400 and above. And then from there we're just going to pick up the ILS in a runway 30. So matter of fact, you know what, let's put that all in right now.
251 Alpha 5, trailer service terminated.
Okay, that's 1276.
Thanks for the help today.
And that is set. Cross-check that. That's looking pretty good.
Squad estimate, requested altitude, max speed. Alright, we're looking at squad 2039.
And MTY, and then we are holding. And what's that, Clover? Climb, TVOI, mount and left turn. That's 6,000.
1.37 ticket.
Okay. 296.
Washington, 241, 2040.
They're 5041, roger, final maintain flight level 320.
I mean, 241.
111.1.
96 Washington, roger, normal speed, across Briggs at flight level 210.
Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good.
Came in 200, set of maintain almost 240.
No, set out of 240, Gemini runners.
And we are looking at cross-check that. And that is looking pretty good. Okay. Alright, that's done. What do we have on a gate? There was no gate on the back end here. What are we looking at this airport here? We're coming in on 30. I guess we go to Terminal A. Pick a gate, any gate really. I didn't see one on the back end, or if I did, I didn't write it down. Alright, let's go back to you and Noddle 1 Bravo. And we're over Con 11.9, 11.9, 10.3. 170 to go, just about 40 miles. We're on our way down. And that's the end of the SID out of San Antonio. And another 85 miles will be on the arrival into Monterrey.
0 marker 372. Blue 35670,
Yeah, not me. We didn't get no snow. I'm in Boca Raton, Florida, man. I moved out of Brooklyn, New York a long time ago. I'm not missing that snow, man. They can keep all that.
Level 250, then cross Peter at maintain 17,000.
We'll go to Mexico. We're just not going to drink the water. And we're not going to use any ice cubes either.
Maintain VFR, let's go with the Rome altimeter 3058.
And you should be 91. Right, 35. Yeah, we'll give them a few more minutes before we get them back in their seats.
Queen at 190, we'll shoot 398. Thank you.
And what do we have here? We have Okoto. Let's get that in here. Put this in as a visual reference. And that's going to be 296 on the way out. Right.
Brickyard 3652, better welcome and say the ascent altitude. Yeah, thank you. 372, contact center 123.75. Good day, sir. Good day.
All right, we're coming up on Lard. 11.6, 11.6, 10.3, 155 to go. Just about 25. We're on our way down. We're going to 13.
And over 4668, better arriving.
It's a pretty cool view. I'm waiting on the next set of NVIDIA drivers. I'm hoping I can get filters so I can get in here and do a little more work to the view out the window. Right now, everything is set based on my monitors. I would like to get some filters going. I can't use reshade because I use reshade for my nighttime views in X-Plane for my night lighting. And I can't use reshade in both because it gets kind of mixed up because reshade uses Vulkan and this is using DirectX 12. So it screws with my settings. I tried, believe me, but it just didn't want to work. So, and when I go into the NVIDIA app, into the filters, it shows 22 filters listed in off, but on boxes 1, 2, and 3 to put in your filters, as soon as I select one, it drops it down to 2. And the 2 that it gives me are completely useless. So, I'm hoping they get that fixed soon enough. Oh, a few people snuck in here. I didn't see you get in here. What do we have here? Another 15? Yeah, we'll give him another minute. Oh, hey, John. How's it going? I didn't see you sneak in here. A long time ago? No, none of the heavy iron. I flew all small stuff way back when. Then I met my wife, and my wife was like, it's too dangerous. I want you on the ground. So I ended up in law enforcement with a gun strapped to my hip. Figure that one out.
1357 to the air transat 611.
That's all right. I'm not getting off the plane.
4.3.
What do we have here? Another 10? Yeah, let's get them back in their seats. And what are we good down to? We're good down to 18.
United 85 and 360. United 85 and around.
And we've got just about 140 miles left.
There's somebody else that's checking out. 5522, just flip the switch box, center 34.3.
Oh no, it's been a pretty cool ride.
Roger,
No complaints. And well, that's almost pretty good timing.
Global November 627, Julie Whiskey's with you, flight level 248, climbing flight level.
Oh, the small stuff. I flew the 152, 172, the 182 RG with the retractable gear. All my flying was done basically up in New York, New Jersey, Teterboro, and Islip, Long Island.
Flight plan route for weather, or is it a fuel thing? It's for fuel, for definitely.
That's one of the things that are really missing from both X-Plane and 2020 is the distance. On a clear day, if you took off from Islip, Long Island, you could actually see the Manhattan skyline. Can't do that in the sim. Just not drawing the distance out that far, unfortunately.
Delta Point 1028, affirmative, descend and maintain flight level 270 now, 27. Tower 37.
All right, here we go. Speed's coming down.
0.42, 3342, good day.
And we're on our way down. That's 29 minutes now since we left the gate. 25 minutes since we entered the runway. We've got 128 miles left to go. We got a couple of rides coming up. Once we pass Nodal, Nodal will put us on the arrival into Monterrey. So we had a nice view on the way out with some right turns, and you're going to get a nice view in out of right window without my head in the way on the way in as well. See, in these radio transmissions, I tell you, it's kind of freaking hit or miss. They're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. Do I have to restart you again? And this is FS Chatter 1.2.4, unless there's a new version out.
American 849.
And now we're getting you know what? Maybe I can't minimize it. Let me leave it behind the screen and leave it up. I never had to do that before, though. Well, it's interesting how the transmission came back once that was popped up.
Southwest Skywest 3587, 1000 climbing 190.
No, I wasn't an instructor, no. Wanted to work my way up into the majors, but my wife had other plans. Matter of fact, I was already flying when I met her. So I got the next best thing to be in there. I have one of these in my garage now. So I can slip out of bed anytime, day or night, come into the garage and grab a flight anywhere, which is pretty cool. And this, unlike in the real world, has a reset button, so.
Charlie, Victor Kilo 7. Second warning, what are we 49,000. I want a 120.
Watermaker 242 Center, Roger, clear direct destination. Say your requested altitude.
Direction to flight, and let's do.
Now it's up and running now, so we'll see if it stays that way. Very strange though, because it was always minimized in the past.
FedEx 34 with you, 370.
What are we looking at here? 27 miles now to Noddle, and Noddle puts us on the arrival into Monterrey.
FedEx 90, I can do Holbrook, or I think you get on the ground quicker to go on the Condor arrival. If you'd rather do that, let me know. I don't know
And 18, and we're good down to 16.
FedEx 90, yeah, we'll do the Condor arrival.
FedEx 90, expect that in 2 minutes.
FedEx 90.
All in all, it's been another great ride in the PMDG 738 in 2024. Beautiful run.
Contact City Center 127.62. Y'all have a good night.
127.62,
And it's only 2:15. Yeah, I should be able to get another run in here today. Maybe I'll jump over. I'll take a look at that Gainesville. I'll see what they have out of Gainesville, Florida. Going somewhere. I'll get that ride out. And Nodal should be coming into range now.
Check for line Quest 611. Quest 611, you're loud and clear. How many? I'm out there. That's Flight Quest 611. Request direct Kansas City downtown. Flight Quest 611, clear direct Kansas City. Direct Kansas City, thanks. Line Quest 611.
Well, I was already saving up for this, so she knew that I was doing both. And then when the flying actually stopped, that extra cash went into this. So, and it still took 15 years. Because back then when I was flying, it was pretty cheap. Matter of fact, back then, you could probably get a 172 wet with an instructor for about $65 an hour.
300, Flight 588, contact center on 128.45.
128.45,
The first time I flew a helicopter, we were in New Jersey. And that was the only time I flew a helicopter. I swore I would never get in one of those things ever again. This thing was so small. I mean, the space between him and me wasn't even this tree panel width. And the doors were off. You know, they had those doors where the hinges would come down, you could take them off, and your shoulder would actually sit kind of outside the aircraft. That was a one and done for me. Nope, no thank you. I'll stick with the fixed wing. I think it had a little Volkswagen engine in the back of that puppy. Almost looked like the ones that they used in MASH. But the tail section was just a little bit different. And it had more of like an MD 500, like kind of a dome in the front.
606, climb and maintain till 390. 390, Legion 606.
Flew an ultralight. That was rather nice.
781, center FedEx 420.
And a biplane actually in the Keys. I almost forgot about that.
Legion 606, 133.05.
I almost forgot about that aircraft. As a matter of fact, years later, that same plane, there's in a video of this thing taking off and slamming into a sign. I don't know who was flying, but that was the same plane that we were in. I think that aircraft's in the junkyard now. All right, Noddle, 11-1, 11-1. 10-4 on the fuel, 85 left to go. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking good. Pressure's good, temperature is mighty fine, and the hydraulics, pressure, quantity is looking pretty good. We are heading 139.
FedEx 611, stay rad condition.
FedEx 611 checking in 350 smooth.
FedEx 611, I'm 610.
And that puts us on the arrival.
FedEx 627.
So Noddle, they want us above 18. We're at 19.2 right now, passing over. At a max of 280 knots, we're on a 250 knot descent. So, and let's get on standard pressure, cross-check that. Let's have a quick peek. Pressurization panel is set to auto. Landing altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is not set yet. It's set now. Flight instruments and radios, 111.10, 111.10, 296, 296, that's good. We're on terrain. That's all looking pretty good. And we're on local Q&H, recall. We have a clean board, just got to put landing data, VREF minimums in, and what are we coming in at? Buck 46 this ride.
773 Mike Golf, Albuquerque Center, Roger. Albuquerque Center 3018, go ahead.
And we are good down to 15 now.
You are approaching into Socorro with a full procedure turn.
773 Mike Golf, standby. 773 Mike Golf, you do have all the current weather notice for Socorro Airport?
Affirmative. We have the minute weather.
This was all sent in sections, Levi. Yeah, I know. Nowadays, yeah, back then, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Nowadays, yeah, forget about it. But this is still a lot cheaper than owning a Cessna between the insurance, maintenance, storage. Depending on where you want to go, you have takeoff, landing fees. You know, the money coming out of your pocket just goes on and on and on and on and on. So this is a lot cheaper in the long run. I mean, this costs more than a Cessna, but without having to pay insurance and everything else, you know, it's cheaper in the long run. But this came in sections. The company, Flightdeck Solutions, is the company that made this flight deck, a Canadian company. They built it in Canada, and then it came down in big wooden crates. The pedestal section came in one section with the fire panel already attached. All the radios and everything were all set up. The cabling was just had to be connected. The throttle quad came in one section. This was by itself. Just had to be dropped in and connected. The MIP with the MCP and the EFIS and all that, this came in one section, attached to part of the entire flight deck that I'm in. I'm 3.5 feet off the ground sitting on a flight deck because a lot of the linkage is underneath. It came in 5 sections. 3 of the 5 sections were separate. The other ones were in the front. This was all attached with the yoke and the rudder pedals all attached, ready to go in one section. That came in one wooden crate by itself. The aft overhead came in a section. The forward overhead came in a section. And then the shell and all the internal parts came in a box that was just a mess that had to be put together. This was the biggest pain, was putting together the shell and the internal components. Everything else was basically done. It took me, the IT from Flightdeck Solutions, Steve, and a friend of mine, Mr. G, who also has a flight deck of his own, a week to put it together. And let's keep on going here. I'm BSing, not paying attention. We'll go down to 11.5.
3305, FedEx 456.
Getting 2765 traffic, total 510 miles west, down there about level 360.
And traffic inside, American 2765.
UPS 734, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles northeast, down there about level 350.
UPS 734.
Yeah, I tell you, flying's not like it used to be. Although flying out of Islip, Long Island's probably a little bit more interesting now than when I was doing it. The only airline that was in and out of Islip way back when was Southwest Airlines. And that airport wasn't built up like it is now. They didn't have gates and ramps and all that stuff. Southwest Airlines would just pull up to their spot. They would come over with the freaking truck with the stairs, and you get down onto the tarmac and walk into the building. which wasn't much of anything either.
020, got a question for you. Got restricted 2515 up ahead down the road there. I wonder if you know if
That was really the only big aircraft there. There was some military aircraft from National Guard. They were also out there as well. American flyers. So it was a nice little mix.
So Romeo 2515.
Yeah, I don't even see it going out today, so it looks pretty good for you.
Great, thanks a lot.
How many computers? Depends on what I'm running. If I'm running MS 2024, I run 2 computers. One computer basically runs everything with the exception of my CDU screen and the first officer's CDU screen. Those 2 screens are on a separate computer. That's it. The CDUs themselves, the FMCs, you know, they're connected to the main computer, but the screens run on a separate one. Everything else is all on one computer. When I run X-Plane, whoa! What are we doing here, Louis?
Southwest 1005, contact center on 1.
That was a little weird.
2845.
2845,
Bank angle.
Get back on track here. What was that all about? That was a little strange.
Wingspan 2 across 25 miles south of 50 intersection at maintain.
All right, that's good.
513,000.
That was interesting. Oh, that's a nice view.
Okay, 25 miles south of 50, 13,000, 3020 wingspan.
What are we looking at here? 11,595 is next.
914 Golf, contact center 133.05.
3305.
It's hard to believe this flight deck has been here and in operation for almost 11 years now. Amazing. So, but when I run X-Plane, I run multiple computers. I run 1, 2, 3. Well, I used to run 4 copies of X-Plane. Now I only run 3. Since X-Plane came out with multi-threading or multitask, whatever it's doing with the CPU, I found that I don't need a server computer anymore. So I run 1 computer, 1 monitor here, 1 computer, 1 monitor here with X-Plane, 1 monitor, 1 computer here with X-Plane. So I'm running 3 copies of X-Plane. Then I run another computer that runs my glass screens. So I run 4 computers in X-Plane, 2 computers when I run 2024. And what's amazing is right now I'm running 6 screens. This is real smooth, and I've got the ultra settings on. So that's pretty impressive. And that's not even the latest and greatest. I'm running the 7950 X3D AMD setup with a 4090 video board. Alright, and 9575. Alright, we got a couple of rights coming up here before we head in, so you should get a view out that window. Alright, a Magnum we should have. 10.8, we're 10.8 right now. 10.5 on the fuel when we get in. 38 miles left to go. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantities looking good. Pressures come down beautifully. Temperature back there is beautiful. And our hydraulics are fine. And we're going to slow to 230 now. We're 250, 11,800 feet descending. And they want us at 230 at a Magnum. So speed's coming down now, and we are inbound. And that's going to be 208. Oh, cool view.
Air 950 to narrator, good afternoon. Squawk 3431. Air 950 proceed direct to call me for the Island Zulu runway 11.
Yeah, I got it, Johnny. It's coming down.
November Whiskey and November X-ray contact 1289.
And then we have one more right at Clover before we head on in. 15 knot crosswind, giving us a little bit of trouble here. We're getting rocked a little bit. And
950 is okay for because you are.
what are we holding at? What did I say? 4? 6.
950 Viva Tower, Boeing time 29, contact radar 125.7. On over.
You can use a little speed brake now. Let's get down to 230 on the speed. We're coming up on 10. Let's have a quick peek.
950, can I begin for the contact? Climb.
Exterior lights, check, set. We are good. Edge start selectors to continuous. And I'm already set up for terrain. The wind's just switched on us here. Now we got a 6-knot headwind.
908 and 925, go ahead. Focus 1151, no positive traffic 160, to report pickup.
We're coming up on 401, 401. We should have 10.7, 10.7, 10.5. We're looking pretty good. Give you a little more drag. That's all I can give you, pal. We're coming in like the space shuttle. So in the real world, Viva Aerobus did this ride in an hour and 5 minutes. Right now it's 48 from the gate, 44 from the runway, 24 left to go. You want some more drag? We'll give you more drag. Let's start slowing down here. And we want you to give me you. Let's slow all the way up here. Alright, Okoto, they want us 4,400 or above, 180 knots. Well, right now we're still holding 230 knots. We're going to continue to slow to 190. Oh, we're going to 110 right now. Then 190, 180. Down to 44. And 408 is 3. We're in, and then a missed. Alright, you can come on back now. Flaps 1, speed check. Are we coming in at? Buck 46. All in all, it's been a great ride. Another ride coming up. We're on our way in from here. 18 miles out. Let's pick up the localizer now.
8,200, timing to flight 7340, in 1 angle.
Radar contact, climb center level 340.
Let's bring up the other chart now. Yeah, right on the button. Alright, 5 on the flaps. Speed check. And let's pick up the approach, shall we? And we're holding at... And you can come on over. Be 10 on the flaps. Speed check. Let's get that up. And let's go 15 now. Speed check. Alright, I said we're holding at 6. Yeah, holding at 6. 25. And flaps 30. Alright, lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. 10 notifications complete. Speed brake is on. Landing gear is down. 3 green. Flaps are set for landing. And we're into slope. We're looking pretty good. Alright, I don't need that chart anymore. Oh, let's see on the way out. What was that? 114. On the mist. And then 6. No, that's 268. What are you doing here, Johnny? Learn to read. Alright, that's good. Let's bring you up now. 30, we're going to what? Terminal Alpha? Get off at Delta, we're right there. All right, let me have the APU here.
Crossing flight level 162 and climbing level 330, comply with 33120.
Hotel 5 Romeo, Hotel Mike Romeo, good morning, radar contact, climb set 733. Number X-ray, Roger, report, November Yankee, no reporting traffic level 85, report.
Mike 5, Romeo Mike November Yankee. Apart from November X-ray, no other reporting traffic on flight number 085. Post 150 miles. Delta Thunder, no reporting traffic level 100. Fox 3374. Report 2500. Mike Romeo, Thunder, number 330.
Oh, behind the scenes? I do have a video up where I walk around, turn on the computers and show you. It's an older video. It's been online for a while, but it's basically the same.
Hotel Mike Romeo, Thunder, level 310.
Radar contact, no reporting traffic 752, Namato Takata, Paro.
317, 180, copy. Report 150 miles. 902, good afternoon, sir. And then 3620, report estimate Delta. Estimate Delta Zulu Papa. 02, copy. Report pickup.
Again, Zibomod and climbing 8000, Delta, request for request.
Turkish 6096, flight level 360, flight transport, airport not 05, contact radar 1257, nice flight.
1000.
Contact 360 and 117, Turkish 6096, thank you. 6096, heavy climbing, flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, flight transport.
500.
Climb flight level 360, flight level 30.
400.
Hotel 773, climb level 350, flight transport. Go ahead, your estimate to be
Flight slow.
Vehicle 950, maintain flight level 380.
Approaching minimums.
Report
100. Minimums.
Good evening, Air France
30, 20, 10.
Whoa! 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 Oh, I think I might have to take a look at this rudder. Boy, this rudder's all over the place. Holy moly, and we're not stopping here. Where are my reverses? There we go. Get on those brakes. Heat them up. Let's get on APU. Coming up on Charlie. We'll take Charlie on out of here.
56, Mike Tango, 0610 for the 504.
Monitor radar display.
Go
around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
5 Romeo Mike Hotel November, good morning. Go ahead.
Orna from Antananarivo, time 06, correction 0529, we're climbing flight level 105. We estimate position Uppsala, time 0629, and landing time
And we are basically right here.
Copy 5 Hotel November, we have no reported traffic at level 105. Report passing 60 nautical miles advance.
Report machine 60 miles outbound 5, Hotel November, thank you, sir.
Maintain 52, maintain 340, contact control 129.
Any collision and let them run around. Now we looking here. Gate to gate, 57 minutes. Ground services set to chocks.
Contact Viva Tower 120.
Set.
Frequency, maintain level 340.
Ground power. Alright, chocks are in position. We can lose the parking brake. Waiting on ground. Ground's up. Let's get on ground. Confirm with the AC selector. Let's get set for unconditioned air. Don't need you. Pumps. And you're going to stand by. Let's have a quick peek. Electrical power, APU or ground. We are on ground power. We are set for unconditioned air. APU bleeds off. Left and right packs. The auto isolation valve is open. Gens are on. APU is off. Fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Probes are off. Wing and engine NEIs are off. Electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. We have position. Flight director switcher is off. And chocks in position. Parking brake is off. And that's a wrap. So she's basically set up for the next crew now. I'm going to go grab something to eat, and I'll be back a little bit later, and we'll get another ride in. I'm going to go take a look at Gainesville. Maybe we get a ride out of Gainesville or into Gainesville, one or the other. We'll go take a look, man. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to go take a look at that right now. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the ride and the view. As always, I enjoyed the company and the conversation, my friends, so I appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with me. And I'll catch you on my next live ride. So have a great rest of your day. Beautiful run. Oh, yeah.
Very nice. When established on localizer, contact tower 120.1.
When established on localizer 120.1 upon 670.
934, you're showing 6,500 feet. Climb flat 7,000 feet.
Air France 934, QNH 1027, maintain 7,000 feet.
Alpha Tango radar, then 8,300 feet on QNH 1027.
We send 8,300 feet, QNH 1027, power. Good afternoon, Turkish 609 Heavy, out of flight level 11, climbing flight level 380.
Turkish 6096 radar, good afternoon, sir. Identified, climb flight level 380, and a report estimate for FIR boundary Kinan.
Climbing flight level 380, and stand by for the estimate, Turkish 6096. Turkish 6096, estimate, position Kinan, boundary 1428.
1428, copy. Report, continue on CPDRC. Have a nice flight.
CPDRC, thank you very much. Have a great afternoon, Turkish 6096.